If you saw day one of my 2 days of fishing, then you know it was an adventure. That's all right. That's life. I had all kind of mechanical difficulties and so forth, but hey, the Lord looked out for us. We got back and we still caught some fish. Okay, got to work on those issues, got them fixed last night, I hope. We're gonna find out. Today though, we should be able to just focus on the fishing. And I wanna put 10 fish in the boat. That's our limit on this lake for largemouth or all bass. We're mostly gonna catch spotted bass today. 12-inch size limit, and this is my time of year when I try to stock up the freezer with fish. So yeah, we're gonna focus on the fishing, make a few adjustments. It's a little choppier this morning. They don't seem to be as active on top, but I am gonna start on top. Water temperature 65 degrees, it's springtime. A lot of fish are getting ready to go in and spawn, but this is a herring lake. All right, so we got herrings, primary bait fish for the bigger fish. And the herring are on the points, so right now there's a lot of fish on the points. So I think we got us a pattern going yesterday, or kind of figuring out what was going on. Today we're gonna see if that's the case and if we can't catch some fish. There we go. I just saw one really nice fish follow this top water back to the boat. I was just wondering if this might not be what they're looking for with that and following it like it did. Or is that a striper? Either way, that's a good fish. Nah, big old spotted bass. Oh, nice spotted bass. There we go. That's how we start the morning. Thank you, Lord. I went up a size on my top water using a Sammy because we were catching such good fish yesterday. So that seems to have paid off. That fish was determined. Oh, that's fun when they're like that. These days don't happen often. That sun's gonna be bright today. It's not gonna stay overcast like it did yesterday. We gotta enjoy this while we can. I was wondering if I'd maybe gone a little too big, but it just took a second for the bigger fish to come up out of there. All right, that's a spotted bass there. We'll take that all day long. How did I do it? Hold on. Yeah. See if we can't do that again. Got him. All these little spotted bass are strong. I was just thinking I might ought to downsize because I was leaving some pretty good fish back there that we missed. Tough call. This bigger bait's getting the bigger fish. All right, number 3. Oh, it looks like a big old school of them up here. The school don't appear to be as big a fish, but maybe there's bigger fish in there with them. Oh, that was a good one. And that one. We're surrounded by them. These are the mornings that make us get out of bed to go fishing. They don't happen often, but it sure is nice when they do. Mm. I think that fish wants it. He got it that time. I slowed it down for him, made it easy. Oh, that's a lot better fish than I was thinking it was. Mm. All right, as soon as I get this in, I think I'm gonna make another change and go to a smaller Sammy. I've been missing a lot of fish. And I think I've been missing some pretty good ones too. Oh, it's a striper, no wonder. Okay, well, hey, he'll eat. I knew something was going on. Thank you, Lord. This will make up for coming up one short yesterday. All right, but I still want to make that little change I was talking about. That might not work for the smaller bait. But we're gonna try it. The smaller one does not have the action that bigger one does. So we'll give it a few casts and see. We might end up having to go back. I think it'll really increase our hookup rate. All right, let's go back to the other. We'll alternate for a little bit. If I get strikes on the other one, and I didn't get any strikes on this one just then, then we'll know, okay, they just want that action, or at least it's helping bring them up. Okay, they ain't done yet. That looked to be another hybrid, white bass, whatever that was. Let's give him something a little smaller. That's just too small in this chop. I can't make it walk. Okay, one more cast and we're gonna make a move. Okay, we got some really flat water here. Nice long point coming out. I just want to try something just off a point and see what happens. We know what a shoal did. It was pretty good. And if we don't get anything quick, we're gonna hit this little spot up here. Joey won't mind us hitting this spot while he's at work. And then we're just gonna do shoals the rest of the day. Got him. Okay, that thinking, let's try some points, might have just paid off. Quick release. Let's try that again. Not what we're looking for. But he trying. He keep trying to eat big meals like that, he'll grow up one day. Got him. I don't think these are as big as we were in on that shoal over there though. This is decent. And they sure seem to be a lot of them in here. Hey, we got him in the boat. Not as good as those others, but I'll take him. All right, we're gonna ease up and try the next point. We're just gonna go point hopping, I think. Just go hit points, catch a few fish off each one, see what happens, and if we can figure anything out. Okay, they're not through on top yet. But that was a little one. See if I can find a battery for this chest mount here. The stuff we have to do to get this stuff on video. Okay, it's time to make another move. My expectations aren't exactly high with the sun up. We're still gonna try this top water though. Up on these shallows, there can still be some big fish around there. We're gonna hit this shoal. If it's anything like that last one, well, we know what to do then. If it's not, we're just gonna do pockets the rest of the day, just like we did yesterday, jerk bait around the main points going into them, and then just work our way back and target secondaries and try to figure something out. Now let's try that jerk bait. We got a little chop on top. They're not on top like they were. And this might get us some smaller fish. We need 5 more to finish out this limit. There we go. Definitely a smaller fish though. He thinks he's grown. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, let's go hit some shallow water. Oh, we got us a little one. Oh, that ain't gonna make it. Well, I think we got us a keeper this time. Let's see what we got. This might be number 7. It's number 7. Now can we get him in the boat? Not the biggest, but he'll fillet up nicely. Oh, we picked up another one. I do believe that's number 8. Okay, we only need 2 more fish. It's time for the worm. We got number 9. I don't know if it's gonna measure. Oh, I think number 9's gonna measure. Another decent spotted bass. Number 10 gonna measure. We're gonna let this one go. Now let's go clean some fish. Since I'm not working on my busted old boat today, it ran great today. We're gonna go over how to clean fish. And I know a lot of you already know how to clean fish, but a lot of you don't know how to clean fish now. So this is worth going over, and this is how I clean fish. What we've got here is spotted bass. So it's the same as largemouth, smallmouth, and I'm gonna fillet them. And the reason I fillet my fish is that's the quickest, easiest way to clean fish. And we're just left with pure meat when we're done, no bones, no scaling, and it's so quick I'm almost done. I was almost finished and then realized my audio died. So I'm gonna redo this, and I'm getting better at it. I'm starting to remember what I'm doing here. So all we're gonna do is take our fillet knife, go down behind this fin, make a cut this way, come back in here, and we're gonna get the knife under here and we're gonna angle it up just a little bit. And what we're doing is we're getting to the joints where these ribs are. We don't want to try to saw through the ribs. We just want to cut where they join to the backbone, and if we go through that joint, it's really easy to get through there. And they're a little bit high, so if you angle up with the knife toward the dorsal fin, it makes it a lot easier. Once you get through the ribs, level the knife out. And this is where a lot of people mess up or do it differently than I do. Don't cut the fillet off. Leave the skin connected, and then you can just flip it over and just cut between the skin and the fillet. Then we're just going to cut these ribs out. And there, we got a perfect fillet. No bones, no scales. Flip it over. Same on the other side. And come through here, make a little cut just to give you nice some room, and it just makes it easier. That way you've only got to worry about the top up here and getting under those ribs. Same thing, flip it over. And then just slice between the skin and the meat. You don't even have to cut the ribs off on this side. Make your cut along the ribs. Here we go. Now for larger fish, this was a smaller one here. I say smaller, this was perfect eating size. Larger fish are tougher because the ribs are thicker. So when we start getting up in that 2.5, 3 pound range, anything over that, it starts getting especially difficult, and there's just no way around it. But it's the same thing. And if you get that spot between the ribs and the backbone and go through where they join instead of trying to cut through the ribs, nothing to it. And then, like anything else, the more you do it, the better at it you get. So if you've never filleted a fish before and you do butcher 1 or 2 of them, don't worry about it. It's part of the learning curve. We've put in the work, and now it's time to enjoy some of the fruits of our labor. And the best way to eat bass, without a doubt, is battered in cornmeal and deep fried. I'm trying to eat healthier, so we're grilling tonight. And these pans here really help with that. Bass is really flaky, and it falls apart very easily. So I'm just taking this, wiping it down with a little olive oil. This helps keep it from sticking. We're gonna set this here, let the grill heat up while I go get some other things ready. So this is all standard stuff here. We got shish kebabs with red onions, bell pepper, zucchini. And Mrs. River does not like fish. I don't understand that, but anyway. So she's got some shrimp on hers. We're gonna start off throwing these on the grill with corn because they take longer to cook. And then she's got some more shrimp, and I've got my fish. Those only take a few minutes, so those will be last. And I've got olive oil here. I'm just gonna coat both sides of everything really good with the olive oil. Flip them over. A little ground pepper, a little salt. And I'm gonna start with throwing the shish kebabs on that same plate we just greased up for the fish. Now for the corn, and this is gonna go on top. And everybody's got their own way of doing corn. I'm gonna rotate it every 10 minutes, do it 3 times, and 30 minutes, we're gonna call it done. It's been 8 or 9 minutes. Now we're gonna rotate the corn and check on the shish kebabs. And the shish kebabs are done. Now we'll rotate the corn again. Okay, and now for the fish and shrimp. And that's simple as it can be. Olive oil and a brush.. And we're gonna coat both sides And salt and pepper both sides. And those won't take but just a moment. Okay, that was the perfect ending right there. My camera battery died right before the fish came off the grill. By the time I got another battery, I'd lost all light and it was too dark to film. And at that point, I'm sorry, but I was too hungry and tired to really care. So I went ahead and ate. So I can't show you the finished product there. I can just say it was good. That's okay though. It would have been rude of me to have showed you that and not be able to share it. So anyway, that was just a wonderful 2 days of fishing right there for me, and I needed that. And I learned a lot from it, not only on the fish, but the filming side. I had no idea it was going to be so time consuming and tedious to edit the video, just all the hours of footage and stuff. But I also didn't capture a lot of the scenes I really would have liked to have shared with you. Just the wildlife and scenery and so forth. I know in the future I've got to keep a camera close by just for those little moments. I had a fox squirrel come down off the bank and to the water getting a drink of water. He was right beside me. I don't know how many of you have ever seen a fox squirrel, but they're gorgeous. And the osprey flying around out there and so forth. A lot of wonderful scenery that I hope to do a better job of capturing in the future. And I do hope to do more of the fishing videos in the future. I needed that. That did me a lot of good, just to be out in God's creation and enjoying his scenery. There's just something about that. Or at least it does something for me. Okay, the first day one. I've already posted that video. I'm going to delete it in a couple days. I noticed after I posted it, just something went wrong in the editing. My number counts were off, and then the ending got cut off somehow. Now, you got a lot of technology and video stuff, which I can't blame. It is on me, and same way with equipment failures and stuff, that is on me too. But that's okay. By going out and doing that type of stuff, I'm learning, and I'll make adjustments and get better in the future, hopefully. So I really hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope all of you had a wonderful Easter Sunday also. And I'd say the Easter Sunday was far more important than anything I talked about in the fishing videos. But anyway, God bless, and until next time.